earlier in the lesson I talked about simplifying everything. I've noticed a lot of people come to me and they want to talk about the angle of their elbow as it relates to the sun and their arm and the wind. Tennis is a simple game. You have great strokes. You have a great game. So the things that you need to do have to be small tweaks. Okay, so one thing I noticed that you do that gets you in trouble is every picture of Federer that I see on the forehand, backhand, whatever, if you look at him, the racket is already past him and his head is still down. So that to me is maybe the most important thing I want you to go away with today is we talked about little adjustment steps so you can hit the ball in your hitting zone. It's like a baseball player getting them out of the batter's box and reaching out. You don't, in tennis, you want to get in the batter's box every time in the right place. Get that racket back early, move the feet. And now the last thing we'll talk about is hitting the ball solid. You hit a very solid ball, but this is what happens. A lot of balls, when you're going back, watch my head. As your racket comes up, you look like this when you hit. Your head's up. I need for you to get your head down and keep it down a little longer. So what I'm going to do is hit you 3 or 4 forehands, and I don't want you to look up at all. So keep your head down, watch it, watch the ball hit your strings, and then after you hit, keep your head down, okay? Great, keep your head down. Again, it's all right, don't look up. Good. Great. That one was your best one because you hit the ball a little more in front of you, so it was just natural. The other ones you were kind of like this because you were hitting the ball a little late, so you were kind of down like this looking at the ball, where the last one, your head was right here, perfect. You saw the ball at the strings, and you kept down. It's like a golf, when you watch the golfers, their head's down after they hit, and then they gradually lift their head up. So you don't have to keep it like this, because then you're going to get stiff. But try to work on seeing the ball hit the strings, and then look up as you hit. Your head comes up way too early. So move up a little, right about there, stop right there. So what I want you to do now is hit a swinging forehand, but not a swinging forehand volley. I want you to pretend like you're hitting a stroke. But I want you to hit these balls in the air. Don't let them bounce, but don't change your stroke. Okay, let's see what you do when we do that. Nice. That's it. Okay, so you proved my theory correct. You kept your head down on every one of those much better than when you're hitting. To hit the ball in the air, you have to focus on it better. You have to watch the ball better. I think when people let the ball bounce, you get a little lazy with your eye contact with the ball. So you hit those all very, very well. I hit some bad feeds, but you hit those very solid, and your head was down really naturally. It wasn't forced. Where before, like I said, you were getting a little sloppy with your head and your arm coming up with that charm. And you hit all those, you did a couple things really well. You hit through those balls, you got plenty of top, and you kept your head down. So those were a lot better. So now what I like to do is hit a couple of those and then send you right back to the baseline, and let's see how solid you hit these now. Great. Much better. Those, you got plenty of top, but those were a lot more solid than all the other balls you hit. So what you want to do, and if you'll watch the pros do that, they'll come in a little bit and they'll hit in practice and they'll hit a few balls in the air. The girls do that for a volley. You'll see the girls come in and they hit that swinging volley. That's another shot. But I'm talking about hitting a normal ground stroke, not letting the ball bounce, hit the ball in the air, and you really have to hit the ball solid, and you have to watch the ball better for that ball. So it's a good little test. So you'll watch the pros come in, they'll hit a couple in the air to get that rhythm, then they'll move back, and then you'll see them hit the ball really solid after they do that.